Alrighty, and we are back here once again at the GosuGamers Overwatch Weekly U Cup, switching around bracket-wise a little bit, going to follow WeUnited versus Team nDurance Gaming. And of course, WeUnited, they've had some up and downs as of late. Freshly created team, lots of veteran talent on their roster, but they did beat SG1 pretty recently, so they might be on the upturn here, Hex. Although it's SG1, it's hard to say. SG1 is also equally as inconsistent.
SG1 can beat anyone and they lose to anyone. They've been all over the place, although they've been more consistent lately. They're one of my favorite teams to watch. I feel like they're one of the better dark horses in EU right now. But yeah, I mean, I always said with this WeUnited team that the more they played, the better they're going to get. They're all very talented mechanical players, and if they put a couple weeks together where they kept a consistent-ish roster, they'd be able to compete with some top teams like SG1. So we'll see what they go through here. It is a best of 3. I believe our map pool is Hollywood, Kings Row, and Route 66. So the old standbys, and perhaps Route 66 as well. If we go to 3, that'll be an option. We are entering game.
Alrighty, but we will be starting here on Hollywood. What else would it be? Meta changes, hero changes, but Hollywood, it stays the same, X, regardless.
Hollywood never changes. So we saw a brief Reaper early on for like 1 life. So we've seen like no Reaper today. Just everything is very kind of in flux right now, I suppose is the best way to say things with this meta. We did see Ana for a little bit, maybe not the most important or valuable Ana out of there. I think it cost them actually a lot of time as they tried to transition into that. So we'll see what comes out here.
Well, take a look here at the defense as they come out. This is an interesting look, to say the least, from the side of nDurance. It's going to be Profix here on the Zenyatta, Onigod, going to be on the McCree, Overtime on the Reaper, Bajango on the Roadhog, Epic Mouse, not just a mouse, but an Epic Mouse, going to be on D.Va, and Lava's Ava. So Lava's going to be on the defensive bay, and he's already out here, so this is probably the real thing. And Hex, we might have an Ana sighting here on the offense.
Maybe. I think it might just be Django. The B is silent.
Nope. Oh. The dream is already dead. Is this the new thing where you get teased by teams saying, are they going to run Ana? No, yeah. It's a new Zenyatta in so many ways.
The dream is still very much alive because we do have a Mei on the defense, and I've never seen that on Hollywood, not in a high-level game, so we'll see. Coming out from the offense, so it looks like Forsaken will be on the D.Va. Godspeed is going to be on the Zenyatta. Shadowburn will play Genji. Faz is going to be on the Zarya. Too Easy on McCree, and Reels is going to be playing the Lucio. So no Mercy. We do have a double tank, not traditional tanks though, really, and I'm really interested to see what Forsaken's going to do on this D.Va.
All Too Easy right now, laying in shot after shot. McCree play, of course, super important in this patch, and part of the reason why you might be seeing a little bit less Reaper when McCree can do that, it's a little bit rough, but Onigod able to immediately counter, takes out Too Easy. They trade a McCree. Oh no, Faz with the long-range Zarya bomb, super charged up, takes out McCree. With that now, WeUnited is in a very good shape here. They don't have to worry about the defensive McCree. They're able to take out the Roadhog, and everything going their favor is Forsaken, just getting to backline as Genji, going to assassinate out the Zenyatta. And let me tell you, as far as Genjis go, Shadowburn is second to none, has a really good Genji. And WeUnited should be able to take this and even get some momentum into the rooftop stage.
Well, he's going to have to play a really good Genji because his other really good hero is Pharah. We've yet to see a Pharah today with good reason. As you mentioned, the reason we're going to see Genji is just because as far as backliners go, you can't really bomb a Pharah in there anymore. Tracer is just way too squishy.
Shadowburn, low HP, doesn't even care, moves up the Dragon Blade, takes out his counterpart Genji, looking for a little more, gets Epic Mouse. Double kill right now for Shadowburn, opening the way up for WeUnited, and he's still alive! He doesn't care that his HP is low, he's still going in, absolutely no fear from Shadowburn, and it pays off.
Pretty sick there. Just really nice. He opened up so much space. They don't even have to worry about these rooftops now. Forsaken has the luxury of being able to hold second roof. He might just drop down a little D.Va bomb here momentarily, clear up some more space. There it is.
Well, D.Va explosion does come in over the top. Shadowburn still not wasting time. By the way, those aren't just shurikens. Those are golden shurikens. That is a man dedicated to his Genji.
Alright, so the fight is going to happen on this second rooftop here. They're just really going all in with Shadowburn here. Now they do focus him down and take him out eventually.
Well, Too Easy's down as well. There's already 2 down here for the offense. They're going to get back out. D.Va zoning a little bit more. I almost feel like the defense has used a little bit too many ults here. They already had them on the back foot. Once you're at a 6v4, do you really need to blow 2 ults to back them off? I don't think so. but regardless, they blow the ultimates. They do force the offense of WeUnited back, and they will buy themselves a little bit of space here.
The payload is stopped.
Yeah, there is going to be this Graviton and a Sound Barrier next. Some really nice initiation ults. Not necessarily the follow-up they're looking for, but 2easy does have a Deadeye, and if they can just kind of isolate the shield tanks, mostly making sure that Django doesn't have his bubble up, they can get a lot of work done if they hit these combos.
Stubborn right now laying in the Shuriken poke already. We'll have a Dragon Blade up in a moment. Lots of combo here. We'll have the ability to combo Sound Barrier as well. We'll see if they go for just that. Dragon Blade, though, coming out from the defense first. Lava's in the back. Sound Barrier, Dragon Blade coming out for Shelburne. Takes out his counterpart in a sword fight. Double kill for Shelburne right now. Will get kicked in the face. A lot of damage, though, already being done as WeUnited moves this card forward. And they still have Graviton in the Deadeye right now. Excellent.
Yeah, here comes the Transcendence. They're going to use it as an initiation tactic as everyone just stays in the loving embrace of the Iris and burns people down. I think if you're going to see more Divas, you're definitely going to see a rise of Zarya, too. Just getting that Ghostbuster beam through.
Well, that's one thing that people might not realize is that Zarya Beam does not care about D.Va's shield. It's one of the few things in the game that goes through it, along with Roadhog Hook. So you can use it to damage a D.Va, even in those situations as 2easy. Pokes forward, takes out Onigod, looking now to use his newly buffed Railgun Sniper Peacemaker. And he takes out Lucio! Look at that! That did not happen last patch! The range on McCree now, so ridiculous, and... 2easy still looking for more, not yet satisfied. Looks for the other McCree, almost bites off more than he can chew, down to 2 HP. Main thing here for WeUnited, though, is that they're still moving things forward. They still have a Graviton in reserve, as 2easy actually going to lose that battle. Goes down to Onigod, and now the one downside is they don't have a res, so they can't bring 2easy back here. They can't just all die and look for it. They have to back out, and the defense has a true 6v5 opportunity.
Yeah, they're going to hold after a couple kills out of Oni as well, so they're going to be able to hold that really well. Now, Forsaken catches himself a little bit out of place here. He gets the...
Oh, no. Well, 2easy, bring him right back. And again, there's no mercy on the defending side, so there's nothing can bring these people back. The defense has to defend this. Down people as... Oh, no, Profix does not respect the Deadeye, goes down. Everything in WeUnited's favor here, and Hex... It's going to take a Herculean effort here from the defense. It's only Onigod and Lava. They don't have ultimates, and... Onigod gets some headshots now, otherwise this is going to be it. Gets hit by the Graviton, down he goes. That's going to be WeUnited saying a pretty darn quick time here of about 4:44, I believe. Help me math. Yeah, 4:40. Yeah.
So Forsaken was zero-suited there for a while. He actually finished the map out zero-suited despite the fact he had call down at the ready. And yes, McCree was the one showing up in the kill feed, but Forsaken had been peppering in shots on a lot of people out of Rampage and Zero Suit D.Va. The Bunny Blaster does a ton of damage. And then towards the end, he could have called down Mech. I think he was just going for style points as he rode that limo in zero-suited. Oh, man. D.Va firmly in the meta. D.Va, McCree, Zenyatta. Both sides been running it.
Yeah, I would expect... We didn't see D.Va being used all the time a little bit earlier in the tournament, but really everything I've heard is that people... I think of the balance changes, people complain the most about D.Va right now, just saying, how do you deal with D.Va and her Korean future vacuum? Because it is incredibly good. There's no real reason not to mix D.Va in to a lot of these team comps. It'll probably lead to seeing a little bit less of Roadhog. And it'll probably lead to seeing less of Widowmaker too. Not that you saw a whole ton of her before, but man, you thought... I'd say in the past that Widow could actually deal with D.Va pretty well, but now that she can flicker her Matrix on and off repeatedly, it actually makes it much harder for Widow to get the cockpit headshots that she's looking for.
Yeah. I mean, really the comps with McCree and then D.Va are just alt-canceling compositions because her defense Matrix will eat ultimates. It eats Pulse Bomb, it eats Graviton, it eats Blizzard in the rare occasion you see that, and then like you can't really run a Reaper against a McCree because the moment you start to Death Blossom, you're going to get flashbanged and shot in the head, so... Definitely two very strong heroes post-patch. Defensively, they are going to run a Lucio and a D.Va that's overtime and Epic Mouse. They will run a McCree and a Zenyatta that is Onigod and Profix. Django and Lava Sava will round it out as the Winston and the Genji. Sorry, that's offense.
Well, taking a look here at the defense coming up from WeUnited, it's going to be 2easy once more on the McCree, Godspeed on the defensive Mercy, Real ZX on the defensive Zenyatta, Forsaken on Reinhardt, Shadowburn on D.Va, and Faz going to be in the Zarya. So usually you see a lot of teams run a single support on defense pre-patch, not so much here as Winston leaps in, is immediately taken out. Lava though getting on the 2easy. 2easy almost falling, will go down, 2 kills from the offense, and they're bringing it right to WeUnited here. And now they're down to McCree. This is rough times. You never want to lose your McCree that early in a fight, especially when you have Res up as Godspeed going the fall. Epic Mouse just chewing things up right now with the D.Va cannons. That's going to be a very quick attack here from the side of nDurance Gaming.
just cleaned up. That is as quick as you can take first point there. And yeah, as much as we talked about D.Va's just mobility, the capabilities of the ult and the defense matrix, you get her up close, and yeah, those cannons chew through everything. No need to reload on those bad boys either.
Well, taking a look at our McCree Sports update right now, Too Easy is back on to the field, looking now for Onigod. Onigod running away, not going to be able to run away because, again, range on that pretty darn high. So, quick pick on McCree, and again, being down your McCree right now in this meta, very, very rough, because more than anything else, your McCree is the best thing you can use to check the other McCree, and look at Too Easy right now, almost takes out the Zenyatta with that.
Yeah, I mean, D.Va can maybe kind of deal with a McCree in some instances as well, but you're right. He is at that point where the best counter to a McCree is another McCree.
Well, Dragon Blade right now on the way here. Lava looking for anything, not able to find it just yet. Sort of activated on top, had the drop down, looks for Zarya, whiffs a whole bunch of shots, and gets blown up by D.Va. That could not have been the plan moving forward. Shelburne does go down, gonna res right back into his mech. Still a little bit back and forth. Onigod doing work on McCree, will take out Too Easy, has a triple kill here thus far, rolling around, will get D.Va out of her mech. And this is where, like, McCree unchecked right now is ridiculous, but oh no, D.Va, the melee to the face will take him out. And Shelburne, even with non-Genji, he's still a pretty darn fearsome player, and they're going to be able to push the offense of nDurance back.
Yeah, so they do hold there on defense. They've got their tank ults up, which are hugely important. Shadowburn's going to be back with his ult up momentarily, too. You know, it's a really great combo, too, is that Graviton into Nerf this.
Yep, Soundbear, though, does come out. Onigod pushing the point right now, gets the double kill, looks for more. Anytime McCree gets one kill, he can just continually fall through. Too Easy in trouble. He's going to go down. 3 kills right now for Onigod as McCree making his presence known. Gets right behind on the Reinhardt. I gotta say, time-wise, there's still hope here for nDurance. They have a little, or about exactly 3 minutes going forward, Hex, and they can do this.
Yeah, I mean, as long as Oni keeps doing what he's doing on his Banana McCree, just absolutely peeling apart the other team. Yeah, I forced that in there. I'm fine with it.
You're fine with the Banana McCree. I mean, for me, it's all about the mystery man. I've been mystery manning my McCree all the way up to skill rating 76 right now, so I'm pretty happy.
There you go.
Either way, offense moving forward, a lot of ults in their favor. They can even combine Transcendence here in Dragon Blade, and Zen with the speed buff, he can really keep up with the Genji as he slices and dices into an enemy team.
Yeah, so here comes the Deadeye out of Too Easy. He's gonna get zoned out here. No one peeks.
There comes Lava in the back line. Dragon Blade on the way, looking for the Mercy. Mercy able to give him the slip to begin with. Again, Lava looking a little bit confused on where to bring this Dragon Blade right now. As WeUnited gonna pick up 2, 3, 4 kills now on the defense. Too Easy moving forward, and they'll get the cleanup they need. That was, oh man, that was just weird on the offense. I'm surprised they didn't get extra kills off that.
Yeah, a little bit odd. I feel like maybe teams are even just kind of confused by Zenyatta now. I mean, just he's been out of the meta for so long that they tried to Earth Shatter him in his Transcendence. That doesn't work. He's invulnerable.
Alrighty, so here comes Too Easy once more with the Deadeye. Chose really quickly. Will get taken out by Onigod to start out, but both McCree's down for both teams. As Shadowburn right now trying to turn things in the favor of the defense. They do get the res up, though. And this is the problem going against a Mercy when not having a Mercy, is that you have no room for error, Hex. If you lose people early on, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it ends up just kind of being a 12v6 at a certain point if that Mercy's able to stay alive. I guess 11 if she doesn't count to bring herself back to life. But yeah, that is kind of the switch up. It's the mind game now. Do we have to switch to a Mercy now, or can we win this to fight that decisively next time around? They just really need to target Godspeed now. They're going to call GG.
Yeah, our timer actually was a little bit a minute slow there for one reason or another, but it is going to be GG. The timer has expired. Shadowburn gonna clean this up anyways. Dragon Blade in the backline doing all sorts of work with the aid of Too Easy. So that is going to be map 1 getting taken, no, I wouldn't say decisively, but pretty comfortably here by WeUnited. Although really their first point defense could use a lot of work. That's been a trend with them going forward right now.
Yeah, absolutely. That first point defense was in shambles, able to bring it back by winning a fight here and there through the second stage and then stalling out long enough on last. But definitely first point defense would be a place that they need to focus their attentions. So next map is either Kings Row or Route 66. We're going to Route 66. I think it's a good McCree map. I'm ready to be proven wrong, though. But I mean, especially at second point.
Hex. In this meta, everything is a good McCree map. I would be shocked if we saw a single map without a McCree right now. And really the real victim of all this is that I think people might be overreacting a little bit to the nerf that Soldier got. So for those who don't know, Soldier did get a nerf to his spread where he can't just tap to keep no spread up. People were worried about the influence of macros, which is, I think, what influenced that change. I don't know if it was the right change per se, but it is one of those things where you're probably going to be seeing a little bit less Soldier just because pro players tend to overreact to nerfs. Where something gets nerfed, they don't want to play it anymore. McCree got nerfed, of course, a little bit prior to this patch with Fan the Hammer, and people stopped playing him. And then they realized, wow, he's still really good even with that change. And then he gets buffed, and now he's played in everything. But either way, I don't expect to see a whole lot of Soldier here, at least for a little bit.
Yeah. I am happy to see Zen back in the meta, though, and that does remind me that we have a Matcherino page up, ! Matcherino is the link in chat. Moobot will hook you up there, sign in the upper right, and then donate. You click that donate button, and you put in the coupon code GGEU17, throws in $1 in the prize pool for free, and you're wondering, why does that remind you of Zenyatta? Because someone actually donated $4.20. It's just a great donation, and it says, look at me, the Zen alt is Zoomyata. Please force the meme of Zoomyata. It's not bad.
I think the best video I've seen of Zenyatta is where they have Zenyatta ulting, getting nano boosted, and then Lucio speed boosted. And I mean, you could just play the Sanic theme with it. It would be fitting. He was incredibly quickly. Who knew a robot can move that quick? But take a look here. We'll be on the defense once more. The team of nDurance. It is going to be Profix here on the Zenyatta, Onigod on the McCree, Epic Mouse on the Roadhog, Lava Sava gonna be on Reaper, Overtime on Lucio, and Bajango gonna be on Reinhardt.
Alright, so offensively, coming out for WeUnited, I imagine this is pretty close to what we're gonna see. Godspeed, if he does hit that Transcendence, he will be the Godspeeding Zoomyata. Shadowburn, of course, is going to be on that Genji. Reels ZX is going to be on the Lucio. Foz will flex on Zarya. Too Easy on McCree. Forsaken reprising his role as Diva.
Well, I'll call right now, given that they are putting Too Easy on the McCree. We talk a lot about Too Easy swapping up heroes, but if you're the McCree in this meta, you are just the McCree, period. You are not getting off him for probably any reason, barring maybe a situation where, say, you're the only one on the team that can play Torbjorn or something, but even that.
Yeah. The only one on the team that can play Torbjorn.
I'm referencing Harblue here, where Harblue was playing Roadhog all the time, then inexplicably would switch when a Torbjorn had to come into play. So either way, offense right now on its way. Too Easy not wasting any time poking out the Reinhardt on top. Of course, this is pretty standard here on Route 66. You hold on top of big Earls and hope for the best. Early hook does come out, does not connect. And that's one thing about McCree now, too. He's way better at cracking shields from long range.
Yeah, have we seen a Fan the Hammer yet?
I don't know. It's almost extinct, but both sides poking each other out here. Shadowburn getting a very quick 2 kills here as Genji gets right on top of Big Earls, forces the defense off of it. And the defense now, they're all around the point, but they're not really anywhere where they can focus their efforts. They get taken out very quickly by WeUnited here, and that's where Shadowburn went on top of Big Earls. Everyone split from side to side, and they just sort of got mopped up by Genji and McCree, respectively. Bit of a misplay there from the defense.
Yeah, Route 66, despite whatever the meta is, despite what heroes are popular, is always about Big Earls. You gotta take this rooftop. It is such a huge point of contention. They do that very early. They're gonna come contest this point, though.
Yep, Shadowburn getting another quick kill. Winston a little bit too far in front. And the offense is in great shape here. They have superior positioning in all ways. They're able to move in. They get the first 2 picks they're looking for. McCree perhaps about to fall. No, Onigod, the last one remaining. McCree versus the world. And I gotta tell you, McCree wins that more than he should, but not against the Diva, flashing the Korean future vacuum in his face.
All right, so it's going to be Chango alone on this roof right now. He needs to be careful. But this is where you want to hold. On second point, if you can take these kind of corridor rooftop areas here, they're going to run a Soldier 76 now on this defense.
So 76 is coming up. I still think we're going to see a lot of McCree and 76 as time goes on, but some teams just a little bit hesitant to do it. Still, though, defense looking to solidify here. They do have to watch out, though, because offense, they have Sound Barrier and the Dragon Blade. And oh no! McCree sniping out Shadowburn for across the map. Here comes the Deadeye, the fall through. Gonna take out the Lucio, and Onigod right now on a rampage, going to move that forward. And Diva probably about to fall. Oh my god, the flashbang did hit him, and he gets styled on by Forsaken. Bit of a mistake there by Onigod, as WeUnited now has an opportunity to turn this back in their favor.
Oh, Bunny Blaster, better than, you know, Peacekeeper revealed. It's Peacekeeper, Peacemaker. No, I'm thinking Pacemaker, yeah.
Alright, okay. Shadowburn right now coming in, slicing in over the top, looking for Lucio. Not able to get in fact, didn't get hooked by Roadhog. In a little bit of trouble, but will end up surviving there in the end. Gets the backline, no fear, doesn't care about the 76 ult, takes him out for the team. 3 kills here from WeUnited, and they're gonna keep this moving forward.
Yeah, some good momentum here. Phoenix needs to get out of here, right? Profix, rather.
Baz right now moving in, taking out Profix right away. Going to continue melting down. 3 kills here for the offense. And a little bit of a rough time there for the beginning. Mostly led by Onigod, but they recover. They get to the checkpoint, and they're saying a very quick time right now.
Yeah, I thought Profix had a chance to escape. Of course, Zenyatta not with the greatest mobility when he's not transcending too. They look like they were going to trickle a couple tanks in over the top too. Some switch-ups, so we do see a Reaper now on the side of the defense.
Baz right now holding on to the Graviton. By the way, you have to be much more careful of Zarya right now that you don't throw your Graviton into a D.Va ult because it will just go away. Too easy though, able to take out Onigod. The defense now down a McCree. They have no way of rezzing him up, and this is a huge power play opportunity now for WeUnited.
Yeah, they've got everything going for him. I want to see where Too Easy tries to position himself. Sometimes you get really sneaky, get a flanking Deadeye. That's exactly where he's going.
Well, Soundbear comes out here from the defense. They're going to try and hold in here. Profix should be going into Transcendence, so he's going to speed up right into there, but they're already down 1. Shadowburn does take out Onigod back, and that's probably the most important pick-off to get, as once again, at 65 in favor of WeUnited. Soundbear comes out for the offense, and this should be it. There's no way they can defend this now.
Yeah, they were trying to push in off of that really decent defense, though. I mean, they withheld against all the ults, they transcended out of it, were able to hold, and then said, well, now's our time, pushed forward, and got absolutely crushed for it.
Oh, Onigod coming out of the spawn, does pick up 2 in the beginning, but runs into the fabled other McCree, will get taken out. And a pretty quick time getting set there.
Yeah, about 329 remaining. 431 is the overall map time there. That's very fast for Route 66.
WeUnited definitely putting themselves in a good position here, and for WeUnited, in a day where we do have some notable teams missing, this is a good opportunity for them to come in and claim it all, and just sort of go, add this to their resume and say, look, we won a weekly here in this week. But take a look here at the defense as they set up for WeUnited. They will be wearing the defensive Mercy. It's going to be Godspeed on that Mercy. Real ZX on the Zenyatta. Shadowburn on Roadhog. Too Easy on the McCree. Faz going to be on the Zarya, and Forsaken on the Reinhardt. So again, Too Easy, not going to be switching off McCree. And I do sort of like the idea of running a Mercy Zen on defense. Mercy is there to erase mistakes that you might have, but Zen still gives you that extra punch. Sort of, it's a good mix between a pure support and a DPS. I think teams used to run a lot of 1 support on defense. I think you're going to be seeing 2 support more standard, with the Zen being part of that equation now.
Yeah, I definitely think he's going to take over Lucio's role. Now, Lucio was there, and a lot of people thought, like, well, he just keeps everyone healed up. And that necessarily, I don't think at the highest levels was really his purpose. They were running him because of his ultimate being so good. And now that Zenyatta has the survivability that kind of Lucio had before with that 200 HP, his ultimate's also really good, and you're getting the added damage boost. So it wasn't that Lucio was giving everyone the heals and keeping everyone topped off. A really good Mercy can keep everyone pretty healthy throughout the entire time. So now I think you'll definitely see Zen supplant the Lucio in a lot of those situations. Now offensively, it is going to be overtime on that aforementioned Lucio. Epic Mouse will play a D.Va. Onigod, of course, is on McCree. Django is going to be on the Winston. Lava Sava on Genji, and Profix will play Zenyatta.
Alrighty, so offense on the way, and Hex, they have to move if they want to beat this time. 431 on Route 66, while beatable, means that everything has to go right from those and move forward. Profix right now just looking to throw in some orbs onto that barrier. And again, defense has no reason to really do anything but this in the beginning. You protect your Reinhardt, you lay down poke, you make things rough for the offense, make them dive in on you as Winston gets Discord orbed and just shredded by Too Easy to start this out. Onigod, though, returning the favor here on McCree, takes out Godspeed. There will not be a res. 3 kills now for the side of nDurance, and nDurance perhaps bringing this right back as Onigod got really good value off that flank.
Well, nDurance took out all the supports, so now there's no healing up, but it's just going to be a cleanup coming down from WeUnited as Onigod is alone on top of Big Earls.
He got in a headshot there. Too Easy would have fallen. Too Easy in a little bit of rough shape, but is able to use the Reinhardt for cover. Will take out Onigod, but look at this. Winston getting right back into the fray, and This is looking pretty good right now for the side of nDurance. Reunited is staggering death, so not going to be able to be full strength for quite a while. Zarya should fall here in just a moment. But Winston actually backs off for that. If Zarya lives here, it's going to be a huge disaster. And for right now, Faz is living.
Yeah, living.
And he takes out the Winston. Oh my goodness, how is Faz still alive? I think the offense got a little bit tentative here, and they might be eating Graviton for this in just a moment as a result.
Not only that, but Resurrection's now up, even though Godspeed was the first death in this game, so he's going to be able to bring everyone back to life. Graviton, as you mentioned, still alive. Faz is just styling on him.
Faz leading the way, melting off two faces. Too easy getting the picks over the top, and that's a big missed opportunity for the side of nDurance. In fact, that might just be the map outright, Hex.
Yeah, that's brutal, because now you're going to have to fight into a team that's pretty well loaded. As long as Godspeed can stay alive in the backline, they're going to have to kill this team twice as well. Yeah, that's tough.
The ult right now is leading the way. Epic Mouse looking for it. Gets two kills off that. Got both Too Easy and Chubber, and that's the power of a 3-second explosion compared to a 4. Summons the mech right back down. Godspeed will res the Fallen at the cost of his own life. And look at that. Even though they're in the Graviton, the defensive matrix of D.Va buying all sorts of extra space there, and that's going to give them what they need to take this point. The one downside, though, is that you look at the time that is remaining, X. Only 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. It's not impossible, but they pretty much need to win every fight decisively, and that's easier said than done.
Yeah, it's not impossible. It's improbable, but not counting them out yet. I mean, it's just such a long second section. You look at this giant winding road through here. It gets really tough to take, so they need to win every fight pretty much decisively from here on out.
Oh, Too Easy right now, gonna get the Zarya shield, looking for a pickoff. And as Zen, your worst enemy right now is a McCree. Too Easy was looking for that. Here comes the Deadeye. Has to cancel it in a hurry as D.Va just charges right in on him. Even though gonna pay a penalty for that, as here comes Lava Sava on the offensive Dragon Blade. Moving forward, doesn't have anything to say. Will get taken out by Real ZX. Thus far, I don't feel like Lava Sava has had huge plans for his Dragon Blade. Just sort of goes in and ends up dying, as Too Easy will be able to clean that up.
Yeah, so Faz still on his reign of terror on the Zarya. Oh man, my love letter to Zarya continues, as even though as metas come and go, Zarya is a constant in them, works well in every composition. You want some damage? Add a Zarya. Want more support? Add a Zarya. Need a good ult? Add a Zarya.
Well, Zarya shields are one of the only things that can actually let you poke without dying to a McCree right now, so I think we'll be seeing a lot of Zarya going forward. Either way, less than a minute remaining here, so everything on the table right now for the offense. Too Easy, though, gets a really early pick on the Winston. Here comes the Deadeye, as Genji is actually able to finish that out. That was down to the wire. A split-second warning would have died to Deadeye. Tries to get in, but gonna get taken up by Zen once again, and get used to these Zen kills coming out here, because Zen, you're gonna see a lot of him, and he is the most deadly of supports when it comes to getting kills. As a Zen duel right now. Kick fight? I don't know what that was. That was a kick fight between the two Zenyatas.
Dance battle.
Still back and forth between the two teams, but it doesn't really matter because back and forth is more than okay for Reunited. 20 seconds remaining in the matchup, and this is going to be theirs. They will move on to the winner's semifinal next.
Yeah, looking pretty good there. Really like the Zarya play coming out. They ran a Mercy, did get a Resurrection out twice on it too. Mercy does look like she's in a much different spot than she was. It's good to see these teams coming out. I mean, it's just trying to get a grasp of where this meta is right now.
Alrighty, well, that was our round of 8. Of course, everything from here will be best out of 3 going forward. We'll see how long it takes again to the next game. Hopefully not too long. Things moving pretty darn quickly here today. But good showing from Reunited to clutch that out. Definitely showing us a bit more of the new meta, which right now clearly involves a lot of D.Va, a lot of McCree, and suspiciously in that last game, not a lick of Ana.
No. I'm a little surprised. When Ana first came out and on the PTR and everything, and I was watching some top-level pros player, I'm like, I think that she's going to be in this game. I think we're going to see a lot of Ana. She's not going to solo support, but you roll her in here with maybe a Zen or something like that and run super different kind of aggressive offense, and that ultimate is really, really good. You can pretty much just 1v5 an entire team with it, so it's okay to run an Ana. So far, I've been totally wrong, and we've seen Ana pretty much cost teams games so far.
I think it's going to take a while until teams really start using it right, and who knows, I could be wrong. We could see a team come out with some really amazing Ana strategies sooner rather than later. But I think for now, when Ana gets good use, it's going to be off of her ult setups more so than anything else, and less her contribution in between ults. Hopefully I'm wrong. We'll just have to see as that goes forward. But We're going to take a short break here as we wait for the winners semifinals to begin. This is the GosuGamers Overwatch Weekly EU Cup. I'm ZP, that's Hex. I'm wearing a cloak of invisibility right now. My camera decided to break yet again right before the stream. I don't know what's going on there, but either way, we'll be back in a few minutes, so stay tuned.